Do you remember we said, Luis, that there are some people who actually think that Brazil is better without Neymar?
Yeah.
There are also some crazy people who celebrated his injuries. Don't worry, though. Brazilian legend Ronaldo came out on Instagram to support him and said, the good you do on and off the field is much greater than envy towards you. Don't forget for a second the journey that made you a world football idol. Brazil loves you. Don't exalt the cowards and envious. Celebrate the love that comes from most of your country.
Preach, Ronaldo. Preach. Preach. And you know what, that graphic, forget Brazil. There's only one Ronaldo, and that's Luis Nazario Ronaldo. Phenomenal. He is the only one. I'm so happy. I love him.
It's really, it's so nice, isn't it, Jules, when you see this, because it feels as though these Brazilian legends of years gone by who've won the World Cup with Brazil, more than once in Ronaldo's case, to see that it's almost like they're still a team. Whenever one of their players gets criticized, gets abuse against them, they all come out to support them. It's just so wonderful to see. And we always see it with the Brazilians.
Yeah, and it should be the same everywhere, really. And then I understand that when you're an ex-player and you become a pundit, at times you have to be critical on television. And our boys on FCR and it's the same in France. But in French television, the pundit there, and Deschamps the other day again said, like, after the Denmark win, he said something like, "Yeah, well, the old World Cup winners were telling us how like doubtful they were about us," kind of thing. So trust me, especially the head coaches, because I think they read more and they listen more and they watch more than the players themselves. But they know if you get criticized by a former player or something like that. And in Neymar's case, I think Rafinha also took to Instagram to say, like, in Argentina they celebrate Messi like a god. In Portugal, Cristiano like a god as well, or whatever it was the words. But then in Brazil, they want Neymar to break his leg. I mean, like, what's wrong with Brazilian people? The ones who wish bad on Neymar. It's crazy. Why would you do that on your best player, one of the greatest players in your history? It's mental.
Yeah, football fans, Jules, unfortunately, not all of them are about passion. There's a lot of stupidity, and it's not just Brazil. It happens everywhere. I just wanted to quickly turn it to Ronaldo again. Phenomenal, that is, because I think he's also the perfect person to speak about this to Neymar, right? If anybody has seen that excellent documentary about Phenomenal, you can see everything that he went through physically, mentally, all the issues that he had from his injuries, regarding his knee. So I think that's a really good statement from somebody that knows just too well what it takes to not just win, but really compete at the highest level. So it's a good message to have, especially as Brazil is such a country that really needs to be united together in order to make things happen.
Thank you very much for watching ESPN FC on YouTube. For more highlights, analysis, and exclusive content, be sure to subscribe.